Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Muchti Ashari, NIM 21,197. Today, I want to describe my presentation about recession and recovery from the pandemic. Introduction. This article discusses the relationship between the COVID-19 pandemic, economic recession, and inequality. The authors developed a macroeconomic model to analyze the implication of virus detection and inequality on economic and health consequences during a pandemic crisis. They find that there is a two-way relationship between the pandemic recession and inequality, with exacerbating the other. However, accurate and extension testing can break this vicious circle and improve the negation effect. Research methodology. The research methodology used in this article is the sheer macroeconomic model. This research uses empirical data and calibrates parameters to produce quantitative analysis. This research uses global empirical data from World Development Indicator to analyze the relationship between economic inequality, virus detection, and economic growth during the COVID-19 pandemic. Variable Y, virus detection rate and inequality, X1, economic growth, X2, infection probabilities, X3, aggregate consumption, X4, labor force. The impact of inequality on economic growth during the COVID-19 pandemic. Inequality was economic growth during the COVID-19 pandemic, particularly affecting vulnerable households who rely on a single income source. Study indicate that higher income inequality leads to more significant economic loss and a slower recovery. In instance, income inequality exacerbates the recession and hampers the economic recovery process in pandemic times. The sheer macro model combining virus detection and income inequality to analyze the impact of the pandemic. The SIR macro model incorporates virus detection and income inequality to analyze the impact of a pandemic. It categorizes households into wealthy and poor types, reflecting financial vulnerability and wealth distribution. The model also explores how extensive testing can reduce infection and speed up containment. It highlights the importance of testing in pandemic response. Additionally, the model studies the interaction between virus detection and income inequality, showing that inequality was economic loss and slow recovery. However, extension testing can help mitigate this effect, benefit both the rich and the poor. In summary, the macro model economic extend pandemic impacts the of extensive testing. The relationship between virus detection and economic recession. The relationship between virus detection and economic recession is that extensive virus detection can mitigate the magnitude of the recession during a pandemic crisis. Accurate and we disparate distinct help identify infect individuals, leading to prompt isolation and treatment, which reduce the transmission of the virus and helps contain the spread of the pandemic. Studies have shown that the presence of virus detection can dampen the decline in the grade consumption and labor costs during a pandemic recession. The detection of infected individuals allow for the quarantine, preventing them from working and limiting their consumption. However, the overall impact on the economic and health outcome is significantly smaller with virus detection compared to a scenario without any testing. Conclusion: the COVID-19 pandemic raised challenges for the economic research to address both the economic and health consequences of the crisis, resulting in the publication of study addressing the interaction between the epidemic and the economy. This paper forged that literature by addressing an additional set of important implications of the pandemic crisis and shedding light on the recession and recovery of the crisis. Now, this study is motivated by the COVID-19. We take it as an example to shed light on how to promptly respond to a general epidemic. This, to study the economic and health consequences of an epidemic, we develop a share macro model with virus detection and income inequality for households. Essentially, we find a two-way relationship between the pandemic recession and inequality, both of which can exacerbate on another. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.